ladies and gentlemen, I'm your host, AirsoftAL, and yes, we're talking about another gas mask today. We are in fact talking about the Czechoslovakian M10M, which is basically a copy of a US gas mask that for some odd reason we decided to adopt instead of the M9, which in my opinion was actually superiorly better, and the fact that other countries such as Finland and Yugoslavia improved on it so much that really they perfected that gas mask. But you know what, that's a video for another day, and of course you can go check out Weapons and Stuff's video, which I may or may not leave linked in the description down below, or I might link it in the comments section. I don't know, I'll probably be lazy about it, but either way! The Czechoslovakian M10M is a interesting gas mask to say the least, especially its bag. The bag itself is a tarpy material, I guess you could say. It's definitely not rubber, it's tarp, I guess. Canvas, not canvas. It's, yeah. Either way, though. What I actually do find interesting is not only got a belt loop on there, it also has a waist loop right there, so if you have it shouldered, you can have it, or you can just have it on the belt. I personally say if you're going to get the gas mask for the bag itself, the bag does make for an adequate dump pouch for airsoft and things like that, which, that's what I'm doing. A lot of people message me over Facebook and things like that saying, why were you talking about airsoft, not how the mask is. Here's the thing. This is an airsoft channel. When I'm talking about these gas masks, I'm not only talking about, you know, its practical use, I'm also talking about its airsoft use and how you can make it in airsoft, which, again, I'm probably going to get more comments sections saying, oh, is it ballistic rated? Is it this? Is that? There is a video coming about how to make gas mask airsoft safe. I promise you guys, okay? Just please be patient. Thank you. Now, besides this, the bag has two pouches. You got this huge one right here, which is actually pretty massive. Too easy. Too easy. The bottom pouch, however, can be used for extra filters, things like that. But what it does come with is it does come with extra the eyepiece overlays, which these are actually polycarb, I believe. These are either polycarbonate or some form of lexan, I believe, is what they are. I think that's what they are. I'm not sure. I'd have to double check, but I know these actually took a hit at the last match I wore this gas mask at, and they survived. Like, it's actually really good. But these go over the actual lens of the stuff. The next one is a drinking system where you actually pop it over any canteen, which can be a standard. Let me actually go get a canteen real quick to actually show you guys how this works. Alright, so we have a canteen, and what you do is this does actually work as a cap as well. So what you can do is you can actually completely unscrew this. You don't have to have the cap on. Basically take this, put it over the canteen itself. You can either twist it on or just smack that son of a bitch on there. Basically, it acts like a cork. So that way no water gets out, nothing gets out, and even if I'm squeezing this as hard as I can, there's no air coming out. This creates an airtight seal in the canteen, and what you would do is you take the drinking tube that's on the gas mask, pop it in here, put it on like this, but you can't. You have to actually physically squeeze the canteen in order to actually get water out of it. Yeah. Anyway. So yeah, there's that. Pop that back in the lower bag, which can be used for anything. It can be used for your extra snackage, it can be used for your extra mags, extra batteries and things like that, or really anything for that matter. The bag itself can be used, the bottom half of the bag can be used for anything, but when you actually get to the top half of the bag, that's where we get to the juicy stuff. That's where we get to the good thing. We get to the M10M, which I'm going to get to in a second. I want to talk about this bag here for a second, because good God, this thing is spacious on the inside. Like, hold on, let me grab you guys real quick. Let me go ahead and grab you guys over here. Let me just, you gotta see this. Look how spacious that is. That is spacious. Like, it's not only just the gas mask you can fit in there. You can fit your sidearm. You can fit a couple magazines in there. You could fit a map. You could fit a sausage. I'm not just talking about sausage. I'm talking about Polish sausage. Frankfurt or, yeah, lots of big stuff.
Oh my.
Damn it! Too easy. Too easy of a joke. Anyway. Now, there's a lot of people that don't like cheek filter mask, especially the M10M, weapons and stuff especially. And, well, I'm going to get a lot of hate and I'm going to get a lot of love for this, but I hate this mask. The reason I like this mask, nostalgic reasons. I like this mask because my grandpa, who served in Vietnam, was actually issued a cheek filter gas mask, and he had to wear it when they deployed Agent Orange. But sad to say, that did not protect him from the subsequent cancer that would take him away years later. It's sad. It really is. Because, yeah.
I was frozen today!
Either way, trying to stay focused. My father actually was issued with a cheek filter gas mask as well when he was overseas, but they never used it, to my knowledge, or from what I was told. He never had to use it, but then again, there were a lot of other conflicting answers from a lot of the other soldiers that served with him saying that they did have to use their mask, so I don't know everything that my father did in Afghanistan, so Lord only knows, you know? Anyway, now the cheek filters themselves are a pain in the ass to actually get in and get out. It's just because they're so damn big, and you're trying to fit these big, wide things inside of a tight hole that just can't take it, but you know you can take it, so you have to thrust it in there real nice and good and hard, and oh god. Be tasteful with the jokes, please, at least. Don't make obvious jokes. That's all I ask. Don't make the obvious jokes. Anyway, so here's a mistake a lot of people are going to make when putting the filters back in. Let me go ahead and move the harness out of the way and try and get this so you guys can see a little better. When you're putting it back together, you got to make sure this right here, the oral nasal cup, that the bottom is outside the actual flaps, or else you're going to have a weird feeling mask altogether. Not only that, but this does come with a system, kind of like air conditioning, where when you breathe in, it'll bring cool air into the actual lens itself, so when they fog up, they are actually pretty good. Which, the rubber itself, the rubber's actually really good. I do like the feel of the rubber. The rubber's actually rather soft. It does fit around my face really well. And the drinking tube does somewhat get in the way, but not too bad, thankfully enough. And the drinking tube's okay. Not only that, but the voice diaphragm on here is actually really good as well. You can visibly hear everything. The rubber itself is actually rather annoying, but then again, what rubber isn't annoying? You can adjust this really well. You can pull this out right here, but what I see a lot of people do, if they don't want to wrap it around this, what they'll do is they'll pull this out, and they'll just wrap it around this way, so it's wrapped around the outside of the mask, because apparently that's what a lot of people will do, is they'll just have it wrapped around the outside, because it's too much of a pain in the ass for them to actually have it wrapped around the actual voice diaphragm and exhale valve frame right here. So I get that. Okay, you know, I understand. Now, this is a size 1, but there is another staple in here that says there's another indication in here that says size 2. If you can see that, it's starting to wear out a bit, I'm afraid. Let me see if I can't get that out of the way. Good bit. Right there, if you can see, it says 2 on there, but yeah, it says 1, so small to medium faces, I guess? I know it fits my face okay, that's what it does. Now, a lot of people are already probably going to say in the comment section, wait, there's another mask that's similar to this, but it's called the M10. The M10M is one that comes with a drinking system, and a few other features I think it is. I'm not sure 100%, but I guess just how it is. A lot of people will probably let me know in the comment section what the M10 is and the M10M, but again, this is just a copy of a mask that was made in the 60s and improved upon and copied again when we had the newer mask in the 90s, late 90s. basically Gulf War to Desert Storm era, more or less. Just do this real quick. Anyway. Don't mind that. That's something entirely different. But either way. Now, you're probably automatically... A lot of my airsofters are automatically saying, well, how is it for airsoft? Well, if you've seen the footage...
I did not do that.
Of me running around in this... It's not that good. It's really not. Even the shouldering video that I did with this, it's only the Thompson, because of how the stock is designed, would I have been able to shoulder. And really, if you're going to get this for airsoft, just only use it for your Desert Storm loadouts, or at least something that has extreme raised sights, because believe me, you're not going to be able to look down iron sights with this thing, and even then, it's... I'm just going to go ahead and put it on now and tell you now, it's just not that good. It's completely front heavy, it's just... It's a love-hate relationship with this, it really is, because believe me, as much as I do like the benefit, I do understand the benefits of a cheek filter gas mask, there are a lot of negatives to go along with it, along with other masks, because believe me, there are a lot of positives and a lot of negatives. And as much as I want to say yes, definitely get this for airsoft, if you're going to use this in airsoft, only get it for your 90s loadouts, or even Iraq War, Desert Storm, Gulf War period loadouts, because that's the only real loadouts I can think of that you would actually need this mask for. But even then, we had better gas mask during that time period, and there are better gas masks to go with if you're gonna rock gas mask in airsoft. But even then, that's just how it is. And honestly, in the end, all I can say is there are both pros and cons to this mask that honestly I can't describe, and the footage is there for you to look it up. I will, you can find it. I'll have a playlist of me. I'll have a playlist ready for when I did that, for you to go check out for that gameplay. And let me tell you now, it is just... It's not that good. It's really not. Although, yes, you do have a lot of peripheral vision with this. It's not worth it. It's really not. But I know a lot of people who are probably going to ignore me in that, but you know what? It's just my opinion. You're welcome to your own, and you're welcome to say what you think of this mask in the comment section down below. And yeah. But sad to say, this will no longer be in my possession, because I am selling this mask to another collector who is going to be helping me out in my who actually wants this in his collection. And I know a lot of you are saying, well, what about the Patreon? Sad to say, not a lot of people are willing to donate to the Patreon. And I have to resort to selling some of my stuff to actually help pay for the channel and the content that's coming up. So yeah, there's that. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. As always, I've been AirsoftAL, and well, hopefully enough, I'll have a GP5 in my collection real soon, and I'll do a video on that. And don't worry, I'm not going to use the filter that comes with it, and don't worry, I'm going to clean it. I'm going to show you how I clean my mask, so that way you guys can, if you start collecting, you can clean the mask as well. Because believe me, there's a lot we got to talk about in the near future about the dangers of gas masks. But if you don't want to hear me talk about it, Weapons and Stuff has already done videos on that, so you can go check him out. Once again, let him know that AirsoftALs sent you. Thank you all for watching. As always, I've been AirsoftAL, and I'll see all you lovely people in the next video. Until next time.